Give you a little update here, guys, on the Camaro. I said I would show it as I'm working on it here. So we'll get right in here. Now, as you can see, what I've done is I've made this section of the floor, and I've done my bend on the other side, which will join onto this piece when this piece gets replaced. So I've done my first whole section all the way through, coming all the way across to the back. So that's one section. What I'm doing now is I'm just trying at the moment, you can just barely see it up in here, the frame rail in place. I'm trying it out to see how it'll fit, and to just kind of mock everything up, because you can see I got to make the next floor section here. And then that attaches, as we said, to the floor by drilling holes through the floor and spot welding it on. That's how they had it factory. There was a good question out there. One of my viewers wrote in, Jim Irving, I believe the last name is. He said, Rick, what about all the, what do you do about the bare metal pieces that you're putting together? Well, I'm so used to having subscribers that have watched me for so long, Jim, that I forgot that maybe some of you don't know. Inside here, as you can see, I already spray it. I spray it with a metal, actually I'll get it here for you. I spray it with a zinc weld through metal coating, and of course before I do that I make sure I scotch brite the part very good. Now this is just mocking up. Now what will happen is I will take this piece out after I'm done mocking it up, and I will spray it with a texture spray inside, except for the upper lip, because I'll be spot welding to that and the upper lip would burn off. So that's why it's got the zinc weld through primer there. So I will spray that in there, and then yes, everything that's hidden that we can't get back to has been sprayed. Now I got a customer just rolling in, so I will continue this video in 1 second. Okay, so where did we leave off here? We had a customer just stop in, so the primering, that's what I was saying. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so Jim, you had asked, well, this is what I use. Now inside, as you can see right here, it's made by Proform, ProGuard, rubberized, galvanized, whatever you want to call it, or gravel guard, and the part number is PF532. So what will happen is, this is going to come back out of here, this rail. I've already done, like I said, I scotch brighted it up really good. I put on our weld through primer. Now I will put this stuff on. I will mask it off along this upper lip, because like I say, if I put it on the upper lip on either side, when I go to do spot welds through, it's just going to catch on fire and burn, because it's, it's got oil in it. It's like tar, right? It's going to burn, so no point having that. So at least you still got the weld through primer. Now what I will do, Jim had also asked, what do you do sometimes you got the vehicle out and you got the bare metal primer like that? Well, I will throw a little bit of this rattle can stuff on here. This is a green etch primer. Comes out the color the lid is there. Now, with that being said, the only reason you're not seeing any kind of primer on this thing right now at the moment is because I'm still welding on it. So why would I put primer on there and have to grind it off the next day while I'm welding? There's no point. Not only that, the rust repair I'm doing is at the back end of the car, because I'm trying to get it so I can put it on the rotisserie. Once I get it on the rotisserie and turn it around upside down, I'm not cutting every back panel out of this car. If you remember, the center of the trunk pan is still good, but I have to blast it after. So I'm trying to save the customer money. I'm only putting where the metal is, where you can't get to it. That's the areas that we're addressing, which I forgot to mention in the video. I'm sorry, because like I say, so many of my YouTubers have been watching me from day one. I just think that they all know that that's what I'm doing. So any new YouTubers, yes, we do address, we do not leave bare metal ever showing anywhere. Even when we're going to sandwich two pieces of metal, damn flies, even when we're going to sandwich two pieces of metal together and weld them together, we always at least put the weld through coating on there, so there's something there. Now, I'm not really putting any primer underneath the car at the moment where the metal is, because I got to turn the car over. As you've seen, we're not replacing the trunk pan. When we get the car on the rotisserie, we flip it upside down, or flip it on its side. We're going to get in there with my blaster and blast it. So I'd just be wasting the customer's money by priming it just to have it get hit with the blaster and knock it off. The areas obviously where the blaster won't be around, of course I'll throw a little bit of rattle can shit on there until I can get to it and prime it properly with the gun. Because I'm not a big fan of rattle can primer. Rattle can primer is just if you're in a pinch, if for small spots. It's good if you're just trying to get something on something real quick when you don't have time to bring the gun out. That's when it's good. To sit there and rattle can a whole bloody car, yeah, we've all done it. But that's only because we either were trying to save money and we couldn't do it the proper way, or we just didn't have the tooling to do it the proper way at the time. So it's really not the answer. It's just a quick fixer at the moment. So that's what's going on. So as you can see, like I said, I made this first floor plan piece. I'm just checking out the floor. Now what I will do is, while this piece is sitting in here, I'm going to make my next floor, set it in. This piece is sitting here. I will go from underneath the car. I will draw a line. Here, maybe it's better to show you from underneath. There we go. This is better. I will draw a line on the floor here, where this outer edge is of this thing. I will do it on either side. Then I will take my drill and drill my holes, so when I come from the inside of the car, I can spot weld down onto this. And of course, like I did on the other side, I'm going to do overkill, and I'm going to weld the lip solid across here anyway. It's just what I'm going to do. As you can see, we're getting our back pan nicely fitted in. Here, we'll come around, we'll give you a look at this side. Oh, I have already started. I did all the lip repair up inside the wheel tub. So the inner wheel tub is done. And of course, that too will be sprayed with our weld-through zinc primer. And as you can see, there's how you see how this fits in the frame rail that continues on. It's stepped down, this fits in, you weld her up solid. So that's where we're at. So we still got a long ways to go, but, oh, excuse the filming. Still got a long ways to go, but that gives you an idea what's going on. That shows you what's going on, and hopefully that was a bit of a handy tip there for you. Okay guys, remember, it's always good time and old time, and we will see you next time.